The way we speak to ourselves, whether out loud or silently, carries an immense influence on our daily actions, decisions, and overall emotional well-being. Often overlooked, this constant internal dialogue, termed self-talk, is much more than just background noise. It is a powerful tool that shapes our perceptions, impacts our stress levels, and even alters the pathways of our brain's neural networks. Today, we look into what self-talk is, its various forms, and the substantial role it plays in our mental and emotional landscapes. Self-talk is the stream of unspoken thoughts that run through our minds, reflections that can be encouraging or detrimental. These inner conversations are a natural part of human psychology, but they are seldom neutral. Typically, they manifest in two forms, positive and negative. Positive self-talk involves affirmations and supportive words we tell ourselves, such as acknowledging a job well done or motivating oneself through challenging tasks. In contrast, negative self-talk often includes critical thoughts or limiting beliefs that can undermine confidence and increase stress. Understanding the dynamics of self-talk requires an appreciation of its automatic nature. It's a continuous loop that informs how we interpret and interact with the world. For many, this internal narrative goes unnoticed, quietly influencing moods and behavior. Recognizing this can be the first step towards harnessing the potential of positive self-talk. By actively shifting our internal dialogues from negative to positive, we initiate a process of psychological transformation that promotes greater resilience, enhanced problem-solving skills, and a more fulfilling life. The benefits and mechanics of self-talk are not just anecdotal, they are supported by a body of scientific research. Cognitive behavioral therapy, a well-established psychological treatment, highlights the significance of addressing self-talk to improve mental health outcomes. Research in the fields of psychology and neuroscience has demonstrated that the way we talk to ourselves can affect everything from our emotional health to our ability to navigate complex tasks. It's shown that positive self-talk can reduce the stress hormone cortisol, thereby enhancing overall well-being, while negative self-talk has been linked to increased anxiety and susceptibility to depression. While we proceed, remember that the goal here is not to eradicate all negative thoughts that would be both unrealistic and unproductive. Instead, the aim is to create a balance where positive self-talk prevails, providing a supportive mental environment for personal growth and happiness. In the next part of this video, we will explore practical strategies to identify and transform negative self-talk patterns, setting the foundation for a more positive and empowered mindset. By gaining an understanding of self-talk, we equip ourselves with the knowledge to begin altering our inner dialogue consciously. This isn't just about stopping a few stray negative thoughts. It's about reshaping the entire narrative of our internal conversations. As we continue, we will uncover methods to recognize harmful patterns and replace them with constructive ones, ensuring that when we talk to ourselves, it's both supportive and uplifting, fostering an environment where personal transformation isn't just possible, it's inevitable. We now shift our focus towards identifying and altering our negative self-talk patterns. Recognizing these patterns is crucial as they often serve as the silent saboteurs of our mental health and personal growth. Negative self-talk can take many forms, such as self-doubt, criticism, or pessimism, which can distort our perceptions of reality and our abilities. The first step in transforming our self-talk is to become aware of the negative dialogues that frequently occur in our minds. This awareness can be challenging because these thoughts are often automatic and ingrained. By paying close attention to our thoughts, especially during times of stress or challenge, we can start to catch these negative statements more consistently. It's helpful to note these thoughts down, as writing can make it easier to observe patterns and triggers. Common triggers might include facing new situations, making mistakes, or receiving criticism. These are moments typically laden with harsh, self-critical thoughts. Once we recognize these patterns, the next step is to challenge and reframe them into more positive and constructive statements. This process involves questioning the validity of the negative thoughts and replacing them with affirmations that are not only positive but also realistic and based on true personal attributes in past successes. For example, instead of telling oneself, "I always mess things up," a more balanced statement would be, "I sometimes make mistakes, but I also have many successes." This reframing shifts the internal narrative from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, encouraging a more compassionate and supportive approach to self-evaluation. Building on the foundation of recognizing and reframing negative self-talk, we can develop techniques to encourage more positive and productive internal dialogues. These techniques include mindfulness, which teaches us to observe our thoughts without judgment, journaling, which helps in tracking and analyzing our thoughts over time, cognitive restructuring, which involves systematically changing the negative patterns of thinking into more positive ones. Practicing mindfulness allows us to detach from harmful thoughts by viewing them as mere products of our mind that we don't have to engage with or believe. Mindfulness can be cultivated through simple daily practices like mindful breathing or mindful walking, where the focus is kept on the present moment and the physical sensations experienced rather than on the flurry of thoughts in our mind. Journaling, on the other hand, provides a structured way to document our thoughts and analyze them. By keeping a daily log of thoughts, particularly those that emerge during challenging times, we can gain insights into the recurring themes of our negative self-talk. This practice can also highlight the progress made towards positive self-talk, serving as a motivational tool to continue the efforts. Cognitive restructuring involves a more in-depth approach where negative thoughts are broken down and challenged systematically. This technique is often used in therapeutic settings, but can be adapted for personal use. It involves identifying specific negative thoughts, assessing their impact on emotions and behavior, and then actively replacing them with positive or neutral thoughts that are more aligned with reality. While we integrate these techniques into our daily lives, the shift from negative to positive self-talk begins to solidify. This shift not only enhances our mental health, but also improves our overall outlook on life, opening up new possibilities for personal development and fulfillment. As we continue to engage in positive self-talk, we strengthen our mental resilience, making it easier to navigate through life's ups and downs with a more balanced and proactive approach. As we've explored the importance of recognizing, reframing, and restructuring our self-talk, let's now focus on establishing a consistent routine that nurtures positive self-dialogue. Developing a routine is essential because consistency is key to making lasting changes in how we converse with ourselves. A daily routine ensures that the practices of mindful observation, journaling, and cognitive restructuring become habitual, reinforcing positive self-talk as our default mental mode. To begin crafting this routine, it's helpful to start the day with a moment of positive affirmation. This can be as simple as stating a positive intention or a personal strength each morning. And for instance, you might say, "Today I will focus on my strengths," or "I am capable and resilient." This sets a supportive tone for the day ahead, priming your mind to look for the good rather than dwelling on potential challenges. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine is another effective way to sustain a positive internal dialogue. Dedicate a few minutes each morning or evening to meditate, focusing solely on your breath or the sensations in your body. This practice not only reduces stress, but also strengthens your ability to control the focus of your thoughts, making it easier to steer away from negative patterns throughout the day. Another vital part of your routine should involve journaling. Make it a habit to reflect on your day through the lens of self-talk in the evening. Note instances when your self-talk was particularly negative or positive and how it made you feel. This reflection can provide valuable insights into how your thoughts affect your emotional state and behaviors, and it serves as a checkpoint to continuously refine your self-talk. As positive self-talk becomes more ingrained through these daily practices, you'll likely notice a shift in how you respond to stress and adversity. Instead of defaulting to critical or pessimistic thoughts, you'll find yourself more naturally inclined to approach situations with a constructive mindset. This change is a significant indicator that your routine is effectively transforming your self-talk. Moving forward, it's crucial to acknowledge and overcome the common challenges you might face in this journey of transforming your self-talk. Change, especially mental change, is not always linear and comes with its setbacks. Recognizing this reality is key to maintaining motivation and commitment to positive self-dialogue. One of the most frequent challenges is the persistence of negative thoughts despite ongoing efforts to practice positive self-talk. It's important to understand that negative thoughts will not disappear completely. They are a part of the human experience. But the goal is not to eliminate these thoughts, but to manage them effectively. When faced with persistent negative thoughts, revisit the techniques of mindfulness and cognitive restructuring. Remind yourself that every effort counts and that patience is vital in this process. And another challenge is discouragement, which can come from not seeing immediate results. Transformation in self-talk requires time and consistent practice. It's beneficial to set realistic expectations and small, manageable goals. Celebrate the small victories like catching a negative thought and turning it around, as these are significant strides towards mastering positive self-talk. Staying committed can be tough, especially without immediate or tangible rewards. To address this, keep a record of changes you notice in your feelings, thoughts, and reactions. These records can serve as motivation to continue, highlighting the subtle yet profound shifts in your mindset over time. By preparing for these challenges and consistently applying the strategies discussed, you are better equipped to maintain a positive internal dialogue. This ongoing effort not only enhances your mental well-being, but also contributes significantly to achieving a more fulfilled and resilient life. As we progress, remember that the power of self-talk is immense, and with the right tools and dedication, its positive impacts are within your reach. While we conclude this exploration of self-talk, it's clear that the words we whisper to ourselves hold the power to shape our realities. From reducing stress and overcoming personal challenges to achieving professional success and fostering better relationships, the impact of positive self-talk is profound and pervasive. Now the invitation is yours to accept. Begin this transformative practice by observing your current self-talk. Listen to the tones and words you use with yourself during different parts of your day. Are they harsh and limiting, or are they kind and empowering? Taking this initial step of awareness is crucial for setting the stage for change. Then engage actively in the strategies we've outlined, whether it's through mindfulness exercises each morning, reflective journaling each evening, or employing cognitive restructuring when negative thoughts arise. Each step is a move towards a more positive and fulfilling life. Remember, the goal isn't to perfect your self-talk overnight, but to make gradual, consistent changes that will compound over time. Stay committed to this process and trust in the gradual improvements. Change might be subtle at first, but like any skill honed over time, the benefits of positive self-talk will become deeply ingrained in your psyche, enhancing your overall well-being and life satisfaction. Take this knowledge and use it not just to better yourself, but also to inspire those around you. Share the importance of self-talk and help others recognize how their own internal dialogues could be reshaped for the better. The journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and shared every step forward not only uplifts you, but can also light the way for others. With this, we wrap up our comprehensive look at the changing power of self-talk. It's more than just an internal conversation, it's a pathway to a richer, more empowered life. Accept this practice, engage with it daily, and watch as the shift from negative to positive self-talk unfolds a new chapter in your life, filled with potential and promise.